Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Shake you.
Join me in the tolerable, see if we can fix this.
Okay.
Say something.
Not fixed, can't confirm.
God fucking damn it. I hate it. It's gotta be on your end though, because it's maybe a setting change by accident, I don't know. It's like
nothing's changed on my computer, Dark.
It's like your mic is peaking ever so slightly.
Is this competitive?
Yes.
Okay,
Nothing
I'm gonna be
else
in and
is
out
doing
between this and a little training software, so.
God. I missed my boost. Cry.
Not a good center, actually.
I missed my boost.
That's okay, they suck, can confirm. Oops.
What a play!
Can confirm they suck. God damn, I flew for a long time for no reason.
Please load up. Unfortunate.
What the fuck are they doing out there? I'm not back there, that's unfortunate.
We kind of like glitched the ball.
Yeah, I saw that.
Should have went farther faster.
Oh well. I got. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Why is everybody yelling and pissed off today? Damn! Alright, Dark, I gotta go.
Unfortunate.
Good timing, right?
Hello, motherfuckers.
I'll be back.
Welcome. Cake slowly dying.
Fuck a geek. Fuck that guy. That guy.
Welcome, by the way.
Hi, John. Fuck you.
The song just said bending over backwards to let you in. How does half the stuff make it into this game?
And I have no clue.
Oh, I'm banned from matchmaking for 5 minutes.
Wow.
Cake abandoned me, so I left the match. Mega, join. Never mentioned I don't like it very much.
Yeah.
Thanks for that boost, actually. Made a difference.
Aw, why? I missed that. Fuck. That was weird. On my screen, you hit it.
Nope. I'm bad today, apparently. Ow. Might not trip me.
No, I missed it. No! I barely touched the floor. Oh, boost. Ah, I almost got it. I missed by inches.
I've learned since last time. I take that back. I thoroughly hate you in every way. Hate you in every way.
I know confidence will get you.
It was going in until you blocked it.
Aww. I missed by inches again.
Wow, it's taking a sweet time working with me.
Inches.
Rip.
That's in.
Oh, lucky you.
Alright, like, yeah, I heard you. I'm silent horn.
Uh-oh, that's a bad. That's an even worse.
Oh, give it to me. Nah, too slow. Fuck.
Yes.
I didn't think I was going to go in. That's why I was going this slowly.
Definitely get better at those.
I didn't touch it. Rematch. That's warm up.
I call hacks. Why is that boost not lit up my
On
card?
the stat. Fuck.
I'm bad. In every way.
I was waiting for you to hit it to me, but I guess not. No,
Get up!
my boost.
Can't you just cooperate? Oh, that's a very bad thing I've done.
Yes,
I should know better to do that with you.
Nope. No, I came in too fast for that.
I missed my boost.
What's that, cake? Oh, what? I was there to block it. That was bullshit. That shit out of here.
Centering? Attempting? Never mind. That went way off the wall.
GG. Last one takes it. Oh.
Can't even read what that plane up there says. It's just Rocket League. It's not going the right way. What? So confusing when you go just a hair over it.
Oh, he's gone.
Hey, how you doing?
Thanks.
You don't win if you keep doing that.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Can work with that. That wasn't meant to go there.
No! I missed the boost bag by inches.
There's lives on the line here. I can't lose. Momentum was on my side there. This is where Mega fell apart. This is where Dark almost fell apart. Not bad.
Nothing.
I hate you. Don't worry, you thought I was gonna do something useful with that?
No. Fuck. Boom.
Fuck off!
The fuck away.
Try again.
Oh, on top of my head, you lucky son of a bitch.
I believe that's skill, not luck.
That was luck. I could have missed that.
Is that why I pointed right at it before I hit it? That's unfortunate placement. Now, what do you got to say for yourself?
What?
Silence. Exit the main menu. I think we've established that I am better. Unfortunate. Even more unfortunate, I missed my boost twice.
You're fired.
Should be.
Saved by the keeper.
Did not expect him to do that. Sorry. These people worry me.
They don't.
They're a tad bit better than I normally play against.
No, they're not. They're fucking horrible. That's why they keep it off the ground. Unfortunate. Trusted you, Dark.
That was your first mistake.
A lovely header. What a play! A lovely header. What a save!
Both hit that. Nice.
60 seconds left on the clock. Left on the clock.
I hate these people.
Magnificent goal!
Why he no hit?
That's
I hate
why.
this man.
Goals need a tune-up after that.
Not gonna rematch. You left me.
Only as a stunt performer, but also choreographer. In Atomic Blonde, the famous 7-minute stairwell fight scene with Charlize Theron was all directed by Leach. Leach started working with Pitt on Fight Club and continued to risk his life to portray Pitt's fearless characters. Alicia Vikander and Hannah Behan. Angelina Jolie made Lara Croft famous back in the early 2000s. In 2018, Alicia Vikander stepped into Jolie's shoes to take on the iconic role with a superb stuntwoman, Miss Hannah Behan. Hannah Behan is a relatively new stunt person to Hollywood's scene, and was one of 3 stunt professionals that worked with Vikander. Even though Vikander attempted to do many of her own stunts, she still needed professionals to come save the day when things got too dangerous. Behan previously worked on the miniseries Red Water and Vikings, and we're certain we'll continue hearing about her after her great work on Roar Uthaug's Tomb Raider. Alicia Vela Bailey and the ladies. Alicia Vela Bailey is one of those women who has it all: the looks, the fearless stunt performing chops, and the good heart. Alicia seems to perform stunts for all the great female actors, from Australian Beauty,
hello.
Kidman on Just Go With It,
What's up?
Anne Hathaway in
Not
Interstellar.
much.
In one of her
I saw-
Instagram
did you
posts,
lose that match?
She makes a montage of
I
some of the
left it.
talented women she's worked with, which include Kate Beckinsale, Total Recall, and even Gal Gadot.
Now I'm
in
playing
Wonder
Raft.
Woman.
Would you like to play a
Alicia
game?
is flying. fighting, kicking,
I'm
and
currently
keeping
looking for
actresses
something.
safe on sets
Maybe.
all around Hollywood. Keep your eyes peeled for this beauty. Gal Gadot and Caitlin Deschelle. You'd think Wonder Woman could handle everything herself, but even Gal Gadot needs a stunt double to whip out all the cool, dangerous moves. Caitlin Deschelle doubles for Gadot and makes her performance flawlessly impeccable. On big action movies,
That's
actors and their
upsetting.
stunt doubles are like
Yeah.
one working team to bring the character
Why?
to life. Prior to pursuing a career in Hollywood, Deschelle spent 20 years training and has black belts in 3 martial arts disciplines.
Can you slide
So it's
back
clear
on
why
that?
Deschelle was the lead stunt person on Wonder Woman. She's also worked on Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and MTV's
I'll be
Teen
back again, Dark. Possibly in like an hour, maybe not.
I lived my entire life waiting for this moment.
Black Panther Men. There are many notable stunt people on Marvel's hit film Black Panther, but the 2 men we want to shout out are Khalid Gaji, doubling for Michael B. Jordan, and Daniel Graham, doubling for Chadwick Boseman. The 2 men play the leads of Killmonger and T'Challa in the film, and their stunt doubles were much needed assets to complete their wonderful performances. Both Khalid and Daniel dove face first into the film, knowing the importance of selling the action sequences for the film's success, and seeing that the movie broke all sorts of records, they definitely did their job. These 2 handsome men will be fighting off villains for years to come.
What are you talking about? I never freeze.
Do you know of any other kick-butt stunt doubles that help the actors more than we notice? Would you ever risk your life to be a stunt double yourself? Which stunt double did you like the most? Give us a like if you enjoy watching action films as much as we do, and subscribe to stay up to date on everything film related. Thanks for watching Screen Rant, and see you next time.
In 1999, Darth Maul took the world by storm with his brief appearance in Star Wars The Phantom Menace. Though the movie's not really well loved by fans today, if there's one good thing that came out of the first Star Wars prequel, it's Darth Maul. Too bad he died at the end of the movie. Or did he? Dun dun dun! Turns out getting chopped in half and thrown down an elevator shaft isn't quite the death sentence it used to be. Here's the untold truth of Darth Maul. Planet of the Rancors. Remember the Rancor? The toothy, drooly monster that almost ate Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi? Turns out that thing was from the planet Dathomir, just like Darth Maul, along with a clan of force-wielding witches called the Night Sisters. The animated Clone Wars TV show spells out the details of Maul's upbringing, like the fact that he was born to a high priestess of the Night Sisters, grew up practicing force magic, and received a series of tattoos all over his body. Some better than others. A forceful family. During his early life on Dathomir, Maul had two brothers, Ferrell and Savage Opress. After Maul left his homeworld with Darth Sidious, both Ferrell and Savage Opress continued their training, following in the traditions of their tribe. Eventually, Opress was chosen as a Sith apprentice by the evil Asajj Ventress, one of the main villains from the Clone Wars animated series. And how did Ventress test Opress's loyalty? By commanding him to kill his brother, Ferrell.
Kill him.
No.
If you think that test's bad, don't even ask about the written exam. Half-Life. When it comes to lightsaber fights, there are cool, mysterious ways to die. And then there's Darth Maul getting cut in half. But it's hard to keep a good villain down. Despite being sliced in two, Darth Maul survived his duel with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Maul's tale of survival is detailed in the Clone Wars-based comic book The Sith Hunters. Using the same kind of hate-fueled force power that kept Darth Vader alive after getting carved up by Obi-Wan, Darth Maul's angry top half made his way to a garbage planet called Lotho Minor. There, he went crazy, became obsessed with taking revenge on Obi-Wan. Oh, and he figured out how to make a new set of robot spider legs. Like you do. Eventually, Maul's little brother, Savage Opress, rescued him from Lotho Minor and brought him back home. There, Maul's mommy helped him find his lost marbles, and even get a new pair of legs.
Magic legs.
Fun fact, Darth Maul's original legs figured out how to make a new robot torso, and has been washing dishes in Dexter Jettster's diner ever since. Revenge of the Sith. While raising hell around the galaxy, Darth Maul and Savage Opress decided to go after not just Obi-Wan Kenobi, but also Maul's former master, Darth Sidious, better known as Senator Palpatine. It didn't go super well for Maul though. Sidious managed to defeat the brothers, killing Savage Opress, and imprisoning Maul for a time. Who would have guessed that confronting an all-powerful master of the dark side of the Force who single-handedly engineered a galactic civil war and would become the future emperor of evil space magic wouldn't be a great idea? Jedi Trainer. While the Clone Wars TV series may have ended, the story was picked up again by the show Star Wars Rebels. That show follows the adventures of a group of freedom fighters, including the Jedi and Padawan pair of Kanan Jarrus and Ezra Bridger. And it was during Season 2 that young Ezra encountered Darth Maul, who taught him the ways of the dark side. Fortunately for the fledgling rebellion movement, Maul's training didn't quite stick, and Ezra is still a good guy. For now. Man of few words. So now you know all about Darth Maul before and after his debut in The Phantom Menace. What you may not know, however, is that he's actually barely in that movie at all, with roughly 15 minutes of total screen time. And while his epic lightsaber duel with Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn accounts for a good chunk of that, he still only uttered 3 actual lines of dialogue. Now, for your viewing pleasure, here are all the lines spoken by one of the most legendary movie villains to get cut in half.
Tatooine is sparsely populated. If the trace was correct, I will find them quickly, Master. At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have revenge. Yes, my Master.
Needless to say, the end result didn't really sit well with Peter Serafinowicz, the British actor-comedian who was tapped to give Maul his voice. Interestingly, he saw signs that maybe this role wasn't all it was cracked up to be, when he first went in to record Maul's voice, and shared the recording booth with George Lucas himself.
I said, how do you want me to do this? What direction can you give me? And he said, just make him evil. Just make him sound real evil. All right, okay.
Darth Molly. When it comes to females, let's just say the first 6 Star Wars movies didn't really, well, have many of them. A couple of princesses, a shape-shifting bounty hunter with no backstory, and a handful of aliens are just about the only women to show up in George Lucas's Star Wars movies, which makes it all the more interesting to learn that there were briefly plans to make Darth Maul a woman. In the early days of pre-production for The Phantom Menace, George Lucas reportedly explained that Darth Maul would be a figure from your worst nightmare. So, concept artist Ian McKeg drew just that, an evil-looking Sith witch streaked with bloody-looking ribbons. The concept evolved into Darth Maul from there, but the makers of the Clone Wars television show reportedly referred back to McKeg's original Sith witch design for the creation of Maul's mother, Talzin. Darth Maul's future. It's hard to imagine that more than a decade after he met his apparent demise in The Phantom Menace that would have this much Darth Maul to enjoy. But his resurrection in the pages of Star Wars comics and his continued relevance on the small screen means that this might still be just the beginning for all things Maul. With Star Wars Rebels continuing to feature the horny, hateful Sith Lord, there's no telling where he might show up next. Could Darth Maul put in an appearance in Star Wars Episode 8 or 9? And with spin-off movies starring Han Solo and Lando Calrissian on the horizon, could we see a Darth Maul solo film sometime in the not-so-distant future? It's hard to say now, but one thing is clear, this is hardly the last we've seen of one of Star Wars' most intimidating, enduring, and enigmatic villains ever.
Awesome and handsome! Awesome!
What's up, Wheezy?
Thanks for watching. Click the looper icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch more videos like the one you just saw. And don't forget to check out all this cool stuff we know that you'll love too.
Dark! 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 Dark, 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 dark. Oh.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Good, just got back.
I'll be back in probably 5 minutes.
Okay. I was gonna say I can actually stay this time.
Hello.
Hey.
Game mode preference.
I'm in Minecraft right now.
That works for me.
Movies are a fun way to pass the time, escape, or entertain ourselves. There's a phrase, movie magic, that refers to creating illusions and essentially magic on movie sets to make audiences believe what is seen on screen is actually real. Whether that is through special effects or an actor's portrayal, we have to believe these moments are really happening. What if we told you some of these moments and reactions were real? Yep. Today we will be discussing moments where actors are genuinely experiencing the moments and not just using their brilliant acting chops. Before we dive in, be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with our latest videos. And it's that time again. Can you guess what feature film these emoji are showing? Find out at the end of this video.
Whenever you come in here and interrupt me, you're breaking my concentration. You're distracting me. And it will then take me time to get back to where I was. Understand?
Yeah.
The Shining. Stanley Kubrick's The Shining has developed an enormous cult following throughout the years. The scariness of it also still stands, but the real horror was actually on set, especially for Shelley Duvall. Her performance in Kubrick's film was genuinely horrifying, as she was tormented by Jack Nicholson's character and his descent into madness while at the Overlook Hotel. But the reason why Shelley's performance was so believable and compelling was because it was actually real. Shelley Duvall endured some torture while filming the movie. Kubrick wanted her for the part, but he was also her biggest critic. In order to make sure she seemed weakened and frantic, he kept her isolated and verbally abused her on set. He advised crew members to ignore her. He even made her perform the baseball bat scene 127 times. Can you believe that? Imagine just how exhausting that would have been.
I think you can appreciate why I wanted to tell you about it.
The scene even made the Guinness Book of Records for the most takes ever done for a scene with spoken dialogue. Her red puppy eyes were a result of genuinely crying. She stated that she would cry for up to 12 hours a day and was in and out of ill health.
Just a blank back?
She gave an incredible performance, and we can't imagine anybody else in the role. But do you think Kubrick pushed her just a little bit too far?
No, I didn't give you that. No, I didn't. That's bullshit. I didn't give you that.
The Wolf of Wall Street
Helpful.
gave us some pretty
Very
intense
helpful.
performances, scenes, and some very colorful language. And of course, yet another Oscar nomination for Leonardo DiCaprio, which he sadly didn't win this time. One of the characters that stood out the most was Matthew McConaughey's Mark Hanna. There's one scene in particular that stands out to all of us, and that is of course the famous chest-bumping scene. The humming and chest-bumping scene was a result of something that comes naturally from McConaughey. When he was on the Graham Norton show,
Dirk, what are
he
you up to?
explained that it's something he's done.
Getting ready to farm some
to relax
trees.
himself and get his voice to drop. He was
Why?
doing it before filming that scene, and they were ready to move on to the next
Okay.
scene.
Uh,
Before they could, Leonardo DiCaprio
You do know we have a
asked him
tree
what that was
colony,
all
right?
about, then promptly suggested to do it in the scene. Once McConaughey did it,
Follow me,
he also
we're going on a boat
improvised
ride.
convincing Leo to do it as well.
I
As
was
a
just gonna
sort of
cut
passing
down
the
some
torch
dark
ritual.
oak trees by
And the
Mega's
rest
house,
is
but why not?
history.
Yeah, I don't have dark oak, so never mind. I don't have any over there yet.
E.T. Emergence. Who doesn't love the heartwarming story of the extraterrestrial who befriends a young boy named Elliot? It's a wonderful story full of adventure, friendship, love, and of course, science fiction. But what is so marvelous about this movie is that we believe E.T. is real. The story is just amazing. but
You don't.
what
You just put it back in.
Believability home is the performances the actors
I wish
make.
you could print on
So
both
how do
sides.
you get genuine reactions? Well, Spielberg had everyone on set act as if E.T. were a real actor. He had the special effects designers test out movements before production even began so the illusion wasn't broken. It makes sense, right? In order to get the most genuine reactions from Drew Barrymore, he didn't show her the puppet before the scene where she first
God, that
sees
was
it.
great.
So her screaming when she sees E.T. and his stretchy neck are totally real.
No, this seems very simple.
Spielberg also told her that E.T. was a living, breathing alien. So during the scene where E.T. dies, the sobbing reaction shots of Drew are genuinely heartbroken tears. She really believed that E.T. had passed away. Poor kid. She gave a great performance, but don't you think it was just a little bit too much to lie to the kid?
Grasping at the last vestiges of his career.
Birdman Tidy Whities. Part of what made Alejandro Inarritu's Oscar-winning film Birdman so awesome was that it seems to be one long continuous shot. Naturally making something look like it's one continuous shot, or a oneer as it's commonly known, requires a lot of choreography, planning, and of course emerging challenges. But the Birdman team was ready to roll. One of their most challenging scenes was the scene in which Riggin, who is played by Michael Keaton, is locked out of Broadway's St. James Theater wearing only his underwear. He has to walk past fans in Times Square who are staring at him to get to the theater's main entrance. It sounds simple enough. Except for production couldn't shut down Times Square and fill it with paid extras, so they decided to roll with it and use the actual crowds. This risk involved having people look directly at the camera, and there was really no way they could have cut away to anything else.
Why did this not
so
print?
they kept the crew small, rehearsed the scene, and hired a group of street drummers who dance and perform nearby. This kept tourists and passerby more entertained than a guy in his underwear. But those crowd reactions are legitimate, and you know, Michael Keaton was actually out in Times Square in his undies, so that's pretty cool.
Wait, this is crazy. You want me to hit you?
That's right.
Hi, does this chicken exist?
No.
Surprise me.
Apparently not.
Fight Club.
Yeah.
First rule of Fight
I'm
Club
listening to
is
this while playing
don't talk
Minecraft,
about
and
Fight Club.
there's a non-existent chicken, because you can't touch it. Oh!
Talk about Fight Club.
But today, we're gonna go ahead and break that rule. Sorry, Tyler. There's a scene in which Brad Pitt's character asks Edward Norton to hit him as hard as he can. The direction was to throw a somewhat meek punch aimed at Brad's shoulder. Sounds simple enough. But just before the cameras rolled, director David Fincher told Norton to hit Brad in the ear, unbeknownst to him, of course. Brad's reaction of being hit in the ear was totally real.
Mother. You hit me in the ear.
Who hits someone in the ear, anyway? How would you react?
Oh, do me, Yo-Yo Master. I want you to do me, because you're the yo-yo guy.
The 40-year-old virgin waxing. Steve Carell became a big box office sensation with the hit comedy, The 40-Year-Old Virgin. If you haven't seen this yet, do yourself a favor and get right on that. It's hysterical. The most iconic scene in the Judd Apatow film is hands down the chest waxing scene. This scene makes the top of the list as one of the funniest scenes ever. The experience of going in for your first time and the pain that Carell exhibits is totally relatable. In fact, it almost seems a little too real, doesn't it?
Oh, you! Oh, I'm sorry. That's just your job.
Well, it actually was. Steve Carell really did have his chest waxed during the movie. He wanted to perform the scene himself and have his very furry torso waxed as he didn't think it would hurt that much. Obviously, he was incredibly mistaken
In front
as
of there?
his screams, curses, and hilarious phrases in the movie show. The pain was certainly real, and it gave us some hilarious moments during the scene. Although we still aren't quite sure why he screamed
Ready for a fire?
Kelly Clarkson. Carell says that when he went home that night,
Yep.
his wife was horrified when she saw
Don't set
that
Mega's
happy
house on
face
fire.
staring right back at her. Or should we say
I
the
wish you hadn't said
manly
that.
return?
Are you ready for a fire?
Sarah Connor fights back. It's time for futuristic robots and scary technological takeover. We're talking about the Terminator series, which
I hate
was
this
the
town.
awesome badass character of Sarah Connor. Linda Hamilton's role as Sarah Connor was a hit, especially in Terminator 2, where she set the standard for female badassery and actually kicked some butt. Plus, Linda Hamilton is a badass in real life, so it was a natural fit. But it turns out Linda wasn't acting the entire time. In one scene, a staff of the asylum she was in was ordered to beat the heck out of her. But the actor kept reining it back because he didn't really want to hurt Hamilton. A noble effort, except for the fact that every time he failed, they had to reshoot the scene over and over.
Model citizen.
To make it worse, she had to fall down to her knees on hard concrete repeatedly. Ouch. This, of course, pissed the heck out of Hamilton, so in a later scene where Sarah attacks the same staff character, she openly beat the crud out of him with a wooden mop handle. For authenticity, of course.
And I come back to you now.
You can tell what's protected and what's not.
Aragorn breaks his toe. Aside from the whole series being absolutely amazing visually and in terms of story, we also watched for the iconic characters. In the face of adversity, these characters have taught us that the most important thing is friendship, loyalty, and courage. But what do you do when the hurdle you're facing actually crushes you for real? That is exactly what happened to Viggo Mortensen during the scene in the Two Towers. When Legolas, Aragorn, and Gimli find a pile of orc bodies, they think Merry and Pippin were killed, and Aragorn ends up kicking a helmet down the hill. Viggo did this take 4 times, and on the 5th take, he screamed and fell to his knees. It was later found out that he had actually broken 2 of his toes. Funny enough, this was the best take, and the one that appears in the film.
Snozwankers. Vermicious Knids. What kind of rubbish is that?
I'm sorry, but all questions must be submitted in writing.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Gene Wilder's performance in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate
Well,
Factory
safe to
was
say that's
forever
probably the
the
corner of our town
iconic.
right there.
It was magical the first time we saw it, and we all wished we could have won a trip to the factory.
Anyone can look at this and tell where the corner of our town is.
Emerge from the factory with a limp got a real reaction.
I didn't know I had fire spit off.
Knew he would be
Well, you do.
I don't know how to turn that back on.
That's probably a good thing, though.
Another instance
It
of real
really
reaction
is.
from
I don't know
the
how to
kids
turn it
was when
back
they
on.
entered the
Oh well.
chocolate room.
I
They
don't
didn't let
trust
them see
everyone
the
with
room
fire.
until it was time to film, so the magic in their eyes was actually real. Remember that terrifying boat ride scene? The one where things get all psychedelic and it seems like Willy Wonka is losing his marbles? That scene was a surprise to the rest of the cast who actually thought that Gene Wilder had lost his mind. Keeping things from your actors is definitely the best way to get a genuine reaction, but it might end up leaving some of them totally scarred. Gene Wilder also didn't prepare Peter Ostrom, who played Charlie Bucket, for his rage when he reprimands him for stealing the fizzy lifting drinks. The scared look on Ostrom's face is totally real. Poor kids.
I promise you they'll be quite all right. When they leave here, they'll be completely restored to their normal, terrible old selves. Maybe they'll be a little bit wiser. Anyway, don't worry about them.
Be a good little fella now and open the door.
Home Alone. Home Alone is one of those iconic movies
Did I
that
get everything?
everyone's seen, or at least almost.
Yep.
Macaulay Culkin
Apparently
plays
not.
Kevin, a sassy and clever boy who
I think I
survived
did.
Christmas alone while some
Looks
bandits
like he
tried
did.
to break into his home. This would normally
can
be
see
a
up through
cause
every
for
block,
concern,
so.
but Kevin was one creative kid who created a series of booby traps to fool the bad guys. Well, it turns out that it wasn't all a total fun fest. Culkin was actually left permanently scarred by a bit of overenthusiastic method acting on Joe Pesci's part. Pesci avoided Culkin on set so that he would genuinely be afraid of him. In a scene where the robbers hang him up on a hook, Pesci says, "I'm gonna bite each one of your fingers off, one at a time." And he actually did, and broke the skin. Yikes, that is not okay to do to a kid. Well, there you have it, friends. Those were some moments where actors weren't acting. What did you think? Which of these was your favorite? Are there any moments that we may have missed? Be sure to let us
Is your
know in the
Minecraft
comments
working?
below.
There we
And
go.
before you go, here's the answer to the emoji quiz. Did you get it right? Be sure to let us know. And as always, thanks for watching.
Okay, faster.
Be right back.
Anime usually has a common misconception, which we have all heard of at least one time or another, that it is solely for children. However, that stipulation is because of series like Digimon and good old Pokemon, which teaches children about never giving up, making friends, and always believing in yourself. Curiously enough, there are many, and we mean many, series that not only show how non-kid-friendly anime can be, but also rather, interesting things. Like, how many ways can a human body be dismembered? How can big bosoms give the protagonist a power-up? There are several more examples, but without further ado, here are 10 R-rated anime shows that parents would definitely not approve of. Want to get notified of when new and enticing Screen Rant content
You were having a lot of fun.
Hit the subscribe button to keep up with the most recent
So I'm not building an airship now. I'm going to build a ship instead.
I would build one just as a prop, but I would not build one just because there's so much coal.
on Titan. Why not start off the list with one of the most popular?
If you have a problem with everything I do, do it yourself.
Season 3
Did you hear me?
For this summer. Attack on Titan deals with the ordeal of human extinction, the pain of loss.
No, I didn't.
Giant freaking Titan. You know, the usual. The 2013 release of season 1
You should build one as a prop.
and developed a huge fan base rather quickly.
I agree, except it takes so much material to build them. Like, it's impossible for me to get terracotta and all this wool right now.
No, I don't mean build like the actual thing. I mean like your own shaped roughly like a blimp.
With a task to save
Maybe.
from the bizarre
Could
and
work.
awkward-looking Titans, but also has to learn to control his mysterious
Huh?
ability
What?
to transform into a Titan himself.
Ah, Jesus, I'll be right back.
He is not alone, as he is joined by his love interest, Mikasa Ackerman, his brother-in-arms, Armin Alert, the brains of the group, but also many other survivors who have vowed revenge against the Titans. Whether it be humans being swallowed whole, torn to pieces, or painfully eaten by the Titans, there is no shortage of gore. Even though Attack on Titan has high levels of violence, it is pale in comparison to anime series higher on this list. Tokyo Ghoul. You ever have the craving for ice cream, pizza, or perhaps human flesh? If you answered yes, you are either a cannibal or a ghoul. Who knew? Ken Kaneki learned the hard way of having to change his diet as a harmless date turned into the path for a radical transformation. Rize Kamishiro attempted to consume our protagonist. A bizarre accident happened that would change Kaneki's life forever. Even though an organ transplant saved his life, Rize's essence existed within Kaneki, as did her appetite for human meat. Ken had to not only change his lifestyle, but also had to fight against rogue ghouls and humans who would dismember a ghoul's kagune, their fleshy weaponry, and use it to hunt down other ghouls. Fortunately, Ken Kaneki would not be alone in his journey to get used to his ghoulish existence, as he would have the help of Touka Kirishima, a girl who is not only cold and silent, but very tough. Although Tokyo Ghoul Re has recently debuted, the earlier series depicted rather intense scenes. Whether it be bone cracking, preying on humans, or witnessing epic battles, this is definitely not an anime series that your parents would approve of.
Jesus Christ, I'm back.
Welcome.
Thanks. How much did you hear of that?
Can't hear much of everything in the distance.
Elfen Lied. Elfen Lied is arguably one of
I do want to build this
forerunners
airship
within the
very
drama
badly.
genre. It not only has heartbreaking
But I
moments
shall
that
build
will
boats
make you
instead.
go through several tissue boxes.
I can't build an
but it
airship
also
by
has
myself,
rather
because if I do,
interesting
it'll
ways
look
of
like
showing
absolute
how
shit.
cruel humans can
I think
be
we
to
can
one
agree on
another. Lucy, the
Um,
evolutionary breakthrough of the human race, realizes that human beings are not deserving of living.
Build
She
a boat
murders
from
everyone
Schematica.
in sight using
Got
her
it.
vectors. One might think that Lucy is the antagonist within the series at first, but an insight into Lucy's childhood will reveal why this anime is not meant for children. Although Lucy's strange and hellish appearance made others afraid and misunderstanding of her, she eventually meets Kota, whom becomes her only friend. Lucy not only experiences heartbreak and jealousy over Kota, but she also realizes how evil humans can be towards things they don't understand. She finds this out the hard way, as school bullies attack her adopted puppy. which in turn unleashed the Diclonius. From that moment on, Lucy became reborn as the ultimate killing machine, and the iconic yet violent nature of this anime series was revolutionized forever. However, do not let the blood turn you off from this epic narrative, as its 13-episode run has more plot.
I don't know what to do now.
than most
I guess eventually I will
series
build
with
this airship.
hundreds
Not
of
now. What should I do now, Dark?
I don't know. Go build a storage house over there, I guess. By your
Who said
house.
all R-rated anime shows had to be extremely
What do you mean
violent
by that,
and
storage
somber
house?
toned?
A house
High
just for
School
storage.
DxD is mostly
We
centered
not have
around
that already
teenager
in the main
Issei
house?
Hyodo, whose
it's not
goal is to
nearly
become
big
not
enough.
only the master
I
of the
can make
Red
one in the
Dragon
tunnels.
Emperor's insane power, but also to become a harem
Up to you.
king.
Do what you want.
He becomes a
Make
pawn
it in the
within
tunnel, why
Rias
not?
Gramarye's army, but also develops a bond with the women within the House of Gramarye. Although this series is vastly less violent and more comedic than Elfen Lied or Attack on Titan, it makes up for its R-rated content by including lots and lots of fan service. One might think that losing a friend in battle would give Issei a boost, similar to that of Goku becoming a Super Saiyan after losing his best friend Krillin. But no, it's actually the bust of the women within the series. Within the 3, soon to be 4 seasons of the series, Issei not only becomes far stronger with the power of a literal dragon, but forms meaningful bonds with the innocent Asia Argento, the cold and hard-to-get Koneko Toujo, but also the very straightforward Akino Himejima. If your parents are approving of a guy touching a woman's chest in order to become stronger,
Can you send me a link to Too Many Items and how to install it? I
School
have
Enough items?
Forge, and Robert handles all the mods.
You have to download Multi-MC if you do it.
Multi-MC.
It will make, assuming you know your login for Minecraft, it'll make everything a billion times easier.
Dragon Ball
Do you know
Z
my
is
login
typically
for
seen
Minecraft?
as one of the most popular children's
Multi-MC
anime
is a
shows
billion
during
times
the
easier.
90s, it's not surprising that it would
Noted.
make this list. Although the Saturday morning runs did their best to censor the series, let's just say that there was plenty of nightmare fuel involved within several sagas. People may remember the ridiculously long and dragged-out battle between the Space Emperor Frieza and the Super Saiyan Goku, but there were some moments during the Frieza saga that were very violent. For instance, when Gohan and Krillin land upon Namek in hopes of finding the Dragon Balls to revive their fallen comrades, they discover Frieza's cruel intentions. These new enemies were not on Namek for a picnic, as they quickly figured out when they brutally murdered Namekian villagers for their Dragon Balls. Once Frieza became personally involved, he made sure to give Krillin a very harsh lesson with his horns. Even long after Frieza's death at the hands of Trunks, his terror lived on through Cell.
The storage room is going to be a 10 by 10, 4 stories tall down here. Or not 4 stories, 4
Cell
levels.
was eventually defeated by Son Gohan in a
Or it's gonna be bigger than a 10 by 10.
beam
It's gonna be a,
clash that endangered
13 by
the
10.
entire solar system. He used his
Why do I
stinger
keep
for
being odd number
literally
things?
drinking people.
Don't,
Watching someone
make
melt
it-
away won't leave our
Make sure you
minds
do
anytime
normal chests and
soon.
redstone chests on the walls so you can fill every space with chests. Or however you're going to do it.
Berserk.
I mean,
To
I
be
haven't
pro
even
from
got
Sword
finished
Art Online
mining out this
may
place
well
yet,
be
so.
versed with his swords, but his skills are childish.
Is 4 blocks tall
compared to
enough, or
that
should I
of
make it 3
Guts,
blocks tall, or
the black
5?
swordsman
What?
from
Probably 7
Berserk.
or 8.
Guts had to overcome a difficult
For the amount of
childhood
space
and
that's in here,
quickly
you
hone
sure?
in on his deadly
I don't know,
mercenary
maybe.
abilities. Unlike the other series,
However
on this
high you
list
can reach
like
ideally,
Elfen
if
Lied,
it's a storage
Tokyo
room.
Ghoul, and High School DxD, which take place during modern times with their own sci-fi or fantasy twist, Berserk takes place during a medieval-esque era with knights in armor, big imposing blades, and did we mention monsters? Curiously enough, Berserk not only showcases hell on Earth and the dark nature of mankind, but also touches upon very serious issues such as sexual assault, kidnapping, slavery, and other sorts of wrongdoings that occur frequently in real life. However, the main reason Berserk is not kid-friendly is because of its hardcore battle sequences, which are full of blood, sweat, and tears. This series ran originally in 1997, and had a remake during 2016. Whichever one you decide to watch, you are sure to be in for a spectacle. You might be hungry for more Berserk when you finish this series. Not to worry, there are movies that can satiate that black swordsman action. Just be sure your parents aren't around. Parasite, the Maxim. You ever develop a strange feeling in your hand that you think is an itch, but it actually turns out to be a freaking alien parasite? Well, our protagonist, Izumi Shinichi,
I guess
develops a
eventually I'll
strange
make
bond
everything
with a
redstone lamp
parasite.
lighting down here. It
Literally
would look
becomes
nice.
his right arm after failing
Maybe.
to take over Shinichi's mind. Similar to that of ghouls from Tokyo Ghoul, the alien parasites must find a
That wouldn't work in
suitable
storage
host or
room, would it?
appearance
Eh,
to
maybe.
fit into society. Why would they do this? So they can make it easier to find and consume human prey. Shinichi not only undergoes a radical personality and appearance change, but he also struggles to keep his human characteristics secret from the parasites, and his alien characteristics secret from humans. This series not only explores teenage romance, the pain of loss, but also the internal struggle that a person may find themselves in to fit into two different worlds.
Oh, I hit sandstone.
Unfortunately, as
Probably
the
shouldn't make it
series
any taller,
unfolds,
actually.
Shinichi not only loses loved ones, his interests, but also what it means to truly be human. The fight scenes are sure to keep you on the edge of your seat, and the gore is sure to add even more shock value. Finally, when you sit down to watch this anime, be sure to have some tissues handy. Kill la Kill. This 2013 anime series is very refreshing, as it combines the common shonen trope of transforming to defeat a strong opponent, fan service, but also out-of-this-world comedy. Ryuko Matoi, the main character, is met with the task of avenging her father's death. This eventually has her discover Senketsu, a strange sentient piece of clothing that feeds upon Ryuko's blood to unleash its power. Throughout her journey to find out who killed her father, she finds the humorous and lighthearted Mako and her family, who think Ryuko isn't all too well in the head because she appears to talk to herself. Even though the viewers know she is talking to herself,
I've hit another layer of something.
Ryuko
Oh,
deems
it's your
it
temporary
necessary
cave I
to
hit.
not only rise above the elite
my
four
temporary
in the
cave?
Hanuji
Where you had the,
Academy,
nether
also
portal?
to defeat
That was an
Satsuki
actual
Kiryu,
cave, but I
who
mean, it was
actually
meant
has
to
a
be an
connection
actual
to it.
downstairs.
We'll let you figure that one out for yourself. Whether it be the revealing outfits, tidbits of nudity here and there, fight scenes are very entertaining and humorous. There are several references to other animes, such as Dragon Ball Z, which is not subtle, considering Ryuko literally obtains a golden-haired transformation. Regardless, Kill la Kill is very tame in comparison to many other animes on this list.
あら、もう逃げられなくなった？
Brynhilder in the Darkness. For those that enjoyed the deeply emotional yet violent elfin lead, well, you're in luck. Lin Okimoto did not abandon the
I need you to repair my
aspect
pick.
of innocent-looking girls with strange origins.
You can
as
repair it, just go make
Brynhilder
a
in the
pick and then
Darkness
repair it.
explores the question, what would you do if you only had a few days to live? This series follows similar...
Make sure you do it in the right order, though.
Elfin lead,
If you do it
also
one way,
takes
it'll
different
cost way
turns.
more.
For instance,
Yeah, I know.
the main character, Ryota Murakami, becomes involved in the battle of survival for teenage witches, who each have a specific ability: predicting the future, being able to hack into
Why?
virtually
Why?
any
Where does
piece
all of our wood keep
technology,
going?
or having the power to bring upon the
For one, we use a
extinction
lot.
of the
Two, I
entire
use a lot.
human race aren't just some of them. You know, simple things.
I don't even have enough to make
Ryota
sticks.
seeks to not only discover what happened to
I have a
his
good amount over here by me.
friend, but also to ensure his newfound friends are able to live to see another day. Despite this series containing far less gore than Elfen
You were
Lied,
definitely gonna have
let's
to come
just
with
say
me
it
and
has
spend
its
at least a
reasons
full
for
day
not
at
being
the
child
tree
friendly.
colony.
There are some tidbits of fan service here and there, but if the witches do not get their pills to stay alive, they will literally melt away in a grotesque fashion. If you're a fan of the sci-fi genre without the heavy violence, perhaps give this anime a shot.
Manufacture his full body. Can you dig it? Then let's get busy.
Afro Samurai. We mentioned that even though Attack on Titan may seem violent enough already, pales in comparison to the No Limits bar within Afro Samurai. With Afro's voice actor being none other than Samuel L. Jackson and the soundtrack having utterly badass hip-hop vibes, yo, it's easy to see why this series is quite popular. The plot is quite simple. Afro is on a quest to defeat Justice, the man who took the legendary #1 headband from Afro's father in a brutal manner. Literally within the first few minutes, we are met with a beautifully orchestrated battle sequence that is quickly met with Afro's sadness at the death of his father. Justice mentions these chilling words after he takes the headband. Challenge me when you're ready to duel a god. Not only are there adrenaline-pumping scenes, but there is plenty of nudity and quite creative ways of showing off how a katana can turn a human body into a fillet. Lady. Afro's journey is met with plenty of challengers who want a shot at his number 2 headband, but when he finally meets up with Justice, the results are gruesome. However, Afro Samurai's sequel, Resurrection, goes a step further in messed up territory as people from Afro's past seek to make him suffer by forcing him to kill his resurrected father.
Good.
Talk about holding a grudge.
Working on the underground portion of the town.
Which of these did you watch despite your parents not approving of it? Are there any series on this list that you didn't know about? Are there any that you might have liked to see on here? Which one is your absolute favorite?
Oh, no. We're gonna have a lot of things underground. And we're gonna have the tunnels and the actual submarine base underground as well. Yeah, this is gonna be the storage room, the concrete miner in there. We have this tunnel with the entranceway. We have more tunnels that are gonna branch off from these. So for Noob's birthday, I vote we murder him.
What? I'm okay with that.
Got your attention. Storage room is done. You should have to add the chests. Which, you have all the wood, so I'm gonna let you do that.
This is coming along.
How is your house coming along? It looks nice. Looks real nice, actually. I do like the farm underneath. You're expecting the rest of your Florida pizza delivered tomorrow?
I'm either gonna black and red concrete. I'm gonna see if Turtle wants to do a rug. Or a carpet or whatever they call it.
Rugs are the cheap way to go. I would do that.
I hate them though. It would be just straight wool, not rugs or carpets.
Oh, gotcha. I have bred so many sheep so far. I shall breed so many more. Should I let Megan move everything underground? Because he likes to make sure everything's good.
If he wants.
I don't know if he does or not. I should probably download TMI.
Do you want a link or do you think you can find it okay?
Something like.
Do you understand modding Minecraft? Have you ever done it?
I have Forge installed.
Have you ever done it?
I did back in 2012. Now I have no idea.
That was 6 years ago. Things have changed a bit.
Yeah, I've realized.
Do you have multi-MC?
No idea.
You should download that. It's a launcher for Minecraft, so you don't have to use the default one. It's better.
I used to have too many items a long time ago. It was really good. I remember it being awesome. I never wanted to get rid of it.
Multi-MC is a really nice interface. That way you don't have to go through folders of any kind.
I'll do that later.
There's a crafting book in Minecraft by default. You know that, right?
Yes, but it's really annoying and stupid and doesn't work well.
You have Forge installed?
Yes.
Just go download Too Many Items. Make sure you get chicken chunks or chicken bones or whatever they call it. It requires another mod. Just throw them both in the mod folder. Wherever your .minecraft is, so that would be user, whatever your user is, appdata roaming.
I'll let you talk to Robert about it, because I have no idea how to do that shit.
Just tell him to do it.
I will.
You can also go into private call and screen share, and I can do it right in front of you.
We'll do that later. Should I tear down Jungle Tree or should I leave it?
Tear it down. It's ugly.
I think I should leave it.
Tear it down. Ugly.
Let's see. I'll tear it down, see if I don't like it. I'll put it back up if I don't like it being down. Should I harvest the vines?
The what?
The vines that come off the jungle tree.
Don't waste time. They're ugly. My house is slowly coming along.
It's really hard to tell if you missed anything in a jungle tree sometimes. Give me over a stack of jungle wood. Nice.
One problem.
What?
Jungle wood is ugly.
Is it?
I never cared.
I like it. You have issues. That's okay. Ah, I missed one piece of fucking wood. Yes, okay, got them. I'll make sure to plant it right next to your house.
You will die.
This means I can actually put the walkway in the middle now. I guess I should. Wouldn't look as bad. Oop! I just fell into a place. That looks a lot better. The path in the middle. Hey, what's up?
0.5.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Whoa! Holy shit. I can't imagine that would last long in a storm. That's fucking cool. Should you put that in Robert's room? That's awesome. Should I make a little airship dock?
Sure.
Where should I make that?
Somewhere useful.
Like right here?
Sure. Where are you?
Oh,
I don't even know where you are.
Right here? Like between the lighthouse and the dockyard, kind of? Ish.
Why not?
How do I do that again? It's this one, and dock tower. I wish you could see this. Doesn't really go with the town. Oh. Nah, not gonna build that right now. Maybe later on. It's almost as tall as the lighthouse. Hello.
Copy it.
Hey Turk, do you like that jungle tree?
You're either gonna cut it down or you're gonna turn off fire spread.
I'm already cutting it down. I keep replanting them so I can get more saplings and I can plant them later. I wish we had cocoa beans.
If you want to farm trees for a while, why go mine for some levels and enchanted tools?
I'd have to go over to the tree colony, but sure.
You could just do it here, you know.
No, I planted like 1 million trees over there.
Or you could just do it here.
No, I like the idea of the tree colony. Shit.
We could do two around here somewhere.
It's not that far of a boat ride.
It's too far away.
It's really not. It's like a minute. Ride.
Here, I
Did I
have
really
saplings.
just do that again? Hey, watch out. Okay.
Here, I have saplings for you.
How do you cut down jungle trees?
Same way you're doing right now.
Okay, cool. Gutsy.
Turn
Oh,
those
shit, that's a
into
lot of
some wood. More dark oak and oak. We need a lot more.